The restaurant buzzed with the hum of clinking glasses, soft jazz music, and the quiet chatter of its well-heeled patrons. Chandeliers sparkled above, casting a warm glow over the room, where servers in crisp white shirts moved with practiced grace. It was a place where the wealthy came to indulge, and Emma was no exception. Emma, the CEO's daughter, strode in with an air of entitlement. Her designer dress hugged her figure, and her jewelry shimmered with an understated opulence that screamed wealth. With her head held high, she barely acknowledged the staff as she swept past, her friends trailing behind, laughing loudly at her quips. Emma was used to being the center of attention, and she reveled in it. At the opposite end of the room, Liam, a young waiter with an earnest demeanor, adjusted his apron. His warm brown eyes scanned the room as he prepared to take another order. Liam wasn't just working for a paycheck. This job was a step toward his dream. Despite the long hours and demanding clientele, he faced each shift with quiet determination. Their worlds couldn't have been more different, but fate had a way of bringing unlikely paths together. Emma and her friends arrived in a flurry of laughter and loud chatter, turning heads as they made their way to a prime table near the center of the restaurant. With a snap of her fingers, Emma summoned the nearest server. "Can we get some actual service here?" she called out, her tone dripping with impatience. Liam approached the table, his posture calm and professional. "Good evening and welcome. Can I start you off with some drinks?" he asked with a polite smile. Emma leaned back in her chair, inspecting him like he was beneath her notice. "I guess," she said dismissively. "But make it quick, we're starving." Throughout the meal, Emma made pointed remarks about Liam's job. "Must be tough running around fetching plates all day," she said loudly, prompting giggles from her friends. Liam kept his composure, responding with quiet professionalism. The situation escalated when Emma accidentally knocked over her glass of red wine. The liquid spilled across the pristine white tablecloth, and Emma immediately turned on Liam. "What are you doing? Watch where you're going," she snapped. The restaurant manager hurried over to mediate, apologizing profusely to Emma. Liam cleaned up the mess in silence, enduring the humiliation with dignity. Liam grew up in a modest neighborhood, where dreams were often overshadowed by the harsh realities of life. His family didn't have much, but they always had each other. His mother worked long hours as a nurse, while his father juggled odd jobs to make ends meet. From a young age, Liam learned the value of hard work and perseverance. As a teenager, he excelled in school, especially in business and economics. His teachers often praised his sharp mind and creative problem-solving skills. Despite his academic promise, Liam knew college would be a financial challenge. Determined not to let that stop him, he took on multiple jobs, delivering newspapers in the morning, stocking shelves in the afternoon, and waiting tables in the evening. Every paycheck went toward tuition and helping his family. Late at night, after long shifts, Liam would pore over business books and online courses, fueling his dream of one day owning his own company. He envisioned creating something meaningful, a business that could change lives and provide opportunities for others like him. Though the road was tough, Liam's resilience never wavered. He believed in his ability to rise above adversity, confident that hard work and determination would one day pay off. A few months later, Emma sat in the grand conference room of Whitmore Industries, her father's empire, with an air of confidence. The boardroom gleamed with polished wood and steel accents, a testament to the power and prestige the company commanded. She knew her father, Richard Whitmore, was stepping down as CEO, and though he had been tight-lipped about the specifics, Emma was certain she would inherit a prominent position. After all, she was his only child. As the meeting began, Richard rose with his usual commanding presence. "Thank you all for being here," he said, his deep voice resonating in the room. "After decades of building this company, the time has come for me to step aside. Today, I'm thrilled to announce our new CEO, someone I believe embodies the values and vision of Whitmore Industries." Emma straightened her posture, already preparing to bask in the applause. But her father's next words stopped her cold. "Please welcome Liam Carter, your new CEO." The room erupted in polite applause as Liam entered, dressed in a tailored suit that radiated confidence. Emma's jaw dropped, her mind racing. "Liam? The waiter from the restaurant? This can't be real." Liam's eyes briefly met hers, and a flicker of recognition crossed his face, though he maintained his composure. He walked to the front of the room, shaking Richard's hand before addressing the group. "It's an honor to step into this role," Liam began. His voice was steady, his demeanor professional. He outlined his plans for the company, speaking with a depth of knowledge and passion that captivated the room. Emma, meanwhile, sat frozen, her face flushed with a mix of shock and embarrassment. Memories of that night at the restaurant flooded back, her snide remarks, the spilled drink, the humiliation she had caused. After the meeting, Emma approached her father, her voice barely above a whisper. "Dad, why him? How do you even know him?" Richard smiled. "Liam isn't just anyone, he's a self-made success story. He's innovative, hardworking, and everything this company needs. You'd do well to learn from him." Emma's disbelief turned to dread as she realized the full weight of the situation. Liam Carter, the man she had once humiliated, was now her boss. Emma couldn't hold back any longer. After the meeting, she cornered Liam in his new office, her cheeks flushed with frustration and embarrassment. The room, filled with sleek furniture and framed accolades, only amplified her discomfort. "How did this happen?" she demanded, her voice trembling. How are you here?" Liam turned from his desk, his expression calm but firm. "I earned it, Emma," he replied. "Years of hard work, sacrifice, and proving myself, just like everyone else who gets ahead in life." Emma hesitated, her bravado faltering. "I didn't mean, back at the restaurant, I didn't know." "You didn't know who I was," Liam interrupted, his tone steady but pointed. "And that's the problem, isn't it? You didn't care. You treated me like I didn't matter because I was just a waiter to you. But respect shouldn't depend on someone's title." Emma's face fell, and she had no words to defend herself. For the first time, she felt the weight of her actions, realizing how her privilege had blinded her to the value of others. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice barely audible. Liam nodded, his demeanor softening. "Apologies are a start, Emma, but growth is what matters." The confrontation with Liam marked a turning point for Emma. For the first time, she saw how her entitlement had clouded her perspective. Determined to change, she began taking a hard look at herself and her actions. Emma started small, showing up early, listening during meetings, and treating everyone in the office with genuine respect. She enrolled in business courses and asked questions, eager to learn and grow. Her transformation didn't go unnoticed. Slowly, colleagues who once dismissed her as just the CEO's daughter began to see her in a new light. Liam observed her efforts with quiet approval. One afternoon, he approached her in the break room. "You've been putting in a lot of work," he said, handing her a cup of coffee. Emma looked up, surprised. "I just want to prove I'm more than my last name," she admitted. Liam nodded. "I can see that. If you're willing to keep learning, I'm willing to help. But remember, real leadership starts with understanding others." From that day on, Liam became her mentor, guiding her through the challenges of the business world. Under his guidance, Emma grew into a capable and empathetic professional, earning respect not just for her name, but for her character. Over time, Emma and Liam formed a bond rooted in mutual respect and shared purpose. What had started as a moment of humiliation and tension evolved into a story of growth and redemption. Emma, once blinded by privilege, now embraced humility and hard work, carving out a meaningful role in the company. Under Liam's leadership, Whitmore Industries flourished. His innovative ideas and commitment to fostering a culture of respect transformed the workplace into a thriving and inclusive environment. Emma, no longer content to stand in her father's shadow, contributed her own fresh ideas, often collaborating with Liam to tackle new challenges. One evening, as they wrapped up a successful board meeting, Emma turned to Liam. "Thank you for giving me a chance to prove myself," she said sincerely. Liam smiled. "You gave yourself that chance, Emma. I just showed you the way." The once awkward dynamic between them had grown into a partnership built on understanding and shared values. Emma's journey reminded everyone in the company of the importance of treating others with kindness, regardless of their status or role. The story ended not just with a thriving business, but with a hopeful message. Change is always possible, and redemption often starts with a single step forward. Thank you so much for watching this story about growth, redemption, and the power of treating others with respect. Life has a way of teaching us valuable lessons, and this story is a reminder that change is possible if we're willing to learn and grow. If you found this story inspiring or thought-provoking, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback and insights mean the world to us. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this content and want to see more stories like this, hit the like button to show your support, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. We're here to bring you more compelling stories filled with emotion, lessons, and inspiration. Thank you for being part of our community.